Hey, you! Yes, you, the one who loves your kitty. Have you ever stopped to think about what they do when you leave the house? Well, you're about to discover something that will melt your heart and make you see your cat in a whole new way. Don't go anywhere, because in this video, we're going to explore together what happens in those moments when you're not around. And who knows, you might even catch a few surprises. So, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more cute and curious videos like this one. Anyone who has a cat knows that they are a true box of surprises, right? They have this magic to constantly charm us with unexpected moments of cuteness, those funny situations, or even those quirky little habits that we only notice when we're really paying attention. Whether it's a curious glance, an unexpected sprint, or a special way they ask for affection, there's always something new happening. But what about when we're not home? What do they get up to when we're not looking? Of course, we tend to imagine that our cats are just lying there, calm and relaxed, enjoying the peace of the home, or maybe sleeping the whole time. After all, cats are famous for their long naps, right? We even ask ourselves, is he enjoying life while I'm away, or just sleeping? But what if I told you that what really happens in those moments of absence could be very different from what we imagine? With the advancement of technology, nowadays we have incredible tools that allow us to discover what our felines are up to when we're not home. Before, we could only imagine or rely on those moments when we get home and find some trace of our cat's mischief, maybe a fallen plant or a toy scattered on the floor. But now, with security cameras or those cute and super smart pet monitoring cameras, many owners have started recording and observing their cat's behavior in real time. These cameras aren't just for monitoring the safety of the house, but also to give us a privileged view of our feline's routine while we're away. And what many of us have discovered is that, in addition to just sleeping or relaxing, our cats have a much more active and even comical secret life. They start behaving in ways we never would have imagined. And of course, some of them turn into true actors when they know they're being filmed, putting on a show of mischief and surprises, all without our presence. Or some cats, for example, have a secret life full of adventures and secret missions. That's right. Did you know that when they're alone, many felines end up creating their own expeditions around the house? They become true explorers, as if they were in an entirely unknown and mysterious territory, where every corner of the house is a new discovery. Isn't it amazing to think that the place you see as just a sofa and a table, for them, is like a vast jungle to be explored? They start scaling shelves, jumping from side to side, investigating every object, and even challenging the house's boundaries. Every piece of furniture becomes a mountain, and every curtain a real wall to climb. And if you've ever found your cat hidden in some improbable place, like inside a closet, behind a piece of furniture, or even on top of a shelf, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They have a unique ability to camouflage themselves and venture into the most unexpected places, with endless curiosity. And the most curious thing is that when you least expect it, they'll appear with that look of, "I conquered this place," as if they've just won a great battle. They love the mystery and the feeling of being in control, creating their own little expedition around the house. Besides exploring, many cats have a hobby that I bet you've heard of: playing with everything they see in front of them. And it doesn't matter if it's your phone, a pen, or a pile of clothes. When you're not home, it's very likely that your cat is there, finding a way to play by itself. Sometimes they even feel freer to act than when they're being observed, as if it's free to cause mischief time. And don't be fooled, the mess they leave behind is always proof of it. Now, let's talk a bit more emotionally. Did you know that at certain moments, your cat might actually be missing you? We sometimes forget, but our felines have such a deep bond with us that when we're away, They miss us in their own special way. Many times, you might notice that they start walking around the house, meowing, or searching for you, especially if you've been gone longer than usual. And the most touching part is that they might even settle down in your favorite spot, the place you always sit on the couch or lie on the bed, almost as if they want to feel a little piece of your presence there. Isn't that adorable and, at the same time, a true testament of how much they love us? In moments like this, cats show their affection in a very particular and unique way. They're not like dogs, who are more explicit in their demonstrations, but felines have their own subtle ways of showing us they miss us. Some become more affectionate, seeking that comfort only you can provide. Others, more shy, might even talk to the house, meowing at the corners or knocking things over, trying to interact with the environment in a special way while waiting for the return of the one they love. This makes us realize that even though they are so independent, they too have their moments of vulnerability and longing. And in those moments, we see that the bond between us is much stronger than we might have imagined. Of course, if there's one thing cats know how to do well, it's sleep, right? They really know how to take advantage of every moment of rest. Often when you leave, your feline settles into a comfortable spot in the house and takes that nap for hours with the utmost calm. Some cats prefer the couch, others the corner of your room, and some even seek out more unusual spots, like the top of a shelf or inside a box. No matter where, it's always in a position that will make you sigh. Ah, how cute! And it's at that moment that we even feel a little jealous of their ability to relax completely, right? But do they stay completely calm all the time? Not always. Some cats, even while taking a nap, have a very peculiar way of sleeping. They might sleep deeply for hours, but suddenly something wakes them up. It could be a noise, a movement in the environment, or even just a dream that makes them stir or make that sudden leap. It's funny how they can be so relaxed and then suddenly wake up alert, ready to investigate what's happening. And of course, when you come back, they might resume their nap as if nothing happened, but with that curious look, as if they were waiting for a new adventure. Besides that, there's something unique about the way cats sleep. They have an incredible ability to get into positions that we would never imagine could be comfortable. They curl up, stretch, and adjust in ways that are so cute it seems like they're creating new contortions. But, as cute as they seem, this is also part of how they feel secure and protected while resting. It's as if, even in the deepest sleep, they remain alert to anything happening around them. Now, for those of you still wondering what cats do when we're not around, remember that our furry friends are full of personality. Every cat has its own way of being, its own quirks and particularities that make our time with them even more special. They are curious, intelligent, and above all, independent animals. This means that even when we think they are just resting or getting into mischief, they are actually expressing themselves in a unique and very personal way. Everything they do, whether it's causing trouble, playing, or even sleeping, is a way for them to connect with their surroundings and, of course, with us. They have their own way of interacting with the world, which reflects their love and trust in us. For example, when they play alone, it's as if they are trying to share with you a little piece of what they're feeling, even in your absence. And when they settle into their favorite spot or even hide in unexpected corners, it's also a way for them to get closer to you, making the environment more comfortable and safe for them. And of course, cats are extremely sensitive to our feelings and behaviors. Even when we're away, they can sense our energy, as if they are always subtly but intensely connected to us. They know when we're sad, happy, or even anxious. And even in our absence, they behave in ways that offer us companionship and comfort, believing that's what we need. And that's something very special, something that only an animal with so much affection and intelligence can do. So, Every behavior they display, whether it's a little mischief or a simple nap, is a way for them to connect with the environment. And most importantly, with us. They aren't just living life while we're away. They are interacting with their space and showing, in their unique way, how much they care about us and the world around them. And that's what makes the relationship between a cat and its owner so unique and special. I hope you enjoyed this dive into the secret life of our cats. If you've ever caught your feline doing something unusual when you weren't home, leave it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it because I'm sure everyone has an amazing story to share. And if you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with your friends who are also cat lovers, and of course, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more cute videos like this. See you in the next video, and remember, your cat is waiting for you, and probably getting into some mischief while you're at it. Oh, and if you haven't seen it yet, we have other videos on how to take care of your cat, feeding tips, and everything about feline behavior right here on the channel. So take a look and keep learning about the mysteries of the feline world. See you next time, everyone.